welcome to Under the Baobab Tree podcast. My name is Amma, and this is season 2 from Under the Baobab Tree podcast. I am so excited. A few months ago, I went to Belgium, to the land where I was born. Beforehand, I already knew that I would tend to the spirits there, and I was excited about it, as it was something I never really did when I grew up there. I even felt a certain gratitude to all the spirits who even maybe helped me come to Earth and helped me during my time in Belgium. One of the first things that became clear was how connected I felt to the Schelde. The Schelde is a river that runs through Antwerp and other places. And Antwerp is a city in the north of Belgium. And the spirit of that river is mighty and strong. It knows what it wants, and it's a spirit not to be messed with. It carries ancient codes and has healing potential. No wonder so many people like to sit next to it, to chill, to read, drink, cry, have fun. I was happy to be back. And as I was in Belgium with my husband, I automatically saw the country in a different way. I saw new things, heard new things. It can be so lovely to walk around with someone who hasn't been at that place yet. And much of these Antwerp legends are about giants. And I never looked deeper into it, as giants don't exist, right? But after the many different experiences I've had with various spirits, included little people, why would giants not exist? It's not because we don't physically see something that it's not there or wasn't there. And just tuning into that possibility made me feel their presence more. The only feeling that came up was how there are so many spirits in Antwerp, in Belgium, in Europe, but almost no human being is aware or is in relationship with them. Many are interested in spirituality these days, but sometimes it seems more about an individual improvement or wanting to feel better instead of restoring what has been broken. Also with the land and the spirits, many worry about the climate and its changes and even feel powerless in the whole situation, but don't understand that natural forces are beings, are spirits. And if there is one thing I've learned on my journey around the world and now living in West Africa, that would be it. All indigenous people know this or knew this. What do you think what it means when we say nature lives? Yeah, leaves grow, they get a beautiful color and fall down. Water moves, fire and wind do too. Even lightning lives. But can you look behind that? Feel behind all that you can see, feel, or hear? Nature lives, it's spirit, it's alive, it has certain needs, it wants to live in harmony with all the other beings. And there is no harmony at this point. Human beings just do what they want to live the life they want without caring for some nature beings. In the climate discussion in this world, the focus is a lot on CO2 and plastic. But what about the toxic things that both people and especially big companies and multinationals pollute the water with, for example? In the 42 laws of Ma'at of Kemet, ancient Egypt, one of the laws was, I don't pollute water. And people would try to live by this law, so when they would die, the goddess Ma'at would weigh their heart against the feather and see how light it was. When lived a pure life, you would pass. Anyway, they knew the importance of water. It's not because in some countries water gets filtered and recycled again that you can just pollute the water. How are you contributing to the pollution of water? Which harmful products do you use? Which companies do you support? And what are possible solutions? And why don't we talk about all the trees that are in big forests and are being cut? I mean, some people are talking about it, but again, we don't talk a lot about the spirits there inside those trees. Even mountains can be cut in such a way that it doesn't look like a mountain anymore, but a cake with a piece cut out. That's something you see a lot in Ghana these days. Yeah, and again, I wonder, what are the solutions? This really has become my focus these days in my work too. More and more, I'm working with people who have an idea, a project, a dream, a solution for here on earth, and that want to bring this in this world, but are maybe still a bit scared or holding back. It's really the time now, it's the time that we all bring our ideas and talents into this world to create something different, something better even maybe. And so these nature spirits react in their own way to all of this. The point I'm trying to make here is that there is a connection between what people perceive as climate change and the forgetting of the spirits of a land. If we would approach the spirits of a land with such respect, gratitude, as if they are family or friends, we would not do certain things. We would not agree with certain things. And we would start showing our respect in certain ways. When my husband and I were at the seaside in Belgium, we decided one evening to give offerings to the sea, to thank her and to do prayers. It was pretty cold, with a strong wind, but the sun was setting and the clouds had this beautiful combination of blue and pink. We brought some fruits, some songs, some words. We have done this often together, but doing this little ritual at the seaside of Belgium was so strong. I felt all the spirits come at once to us, in a good way, as if they were so grateful and had been waiting for someone to see them, talk to them, honor them. Sometimes it's really not more than that. We all like it when we are seen and heard and appreciated. That is what love is, too. Afterwards, my husband and I talked about what we felt during the ritual, and it was so similar. We both knew how it was a reaction of the spirits who normally don't have an interaction with humans. We felt charged and energized after it. A blessing of Mama Ocean. I've seen guardians, priests of rivers, mountains, and caves. These are people who have a strong relationship with the spirit of that nature body. These guardians, priests, priestesses used to be in Europe too. I talked more about this in episode 4 of season 1, tapping into indigenous spiritual practices. So if you're interested to hear more about this, you can always circle back to that episode. But so I often wonder how the spirits feel without human beings in communion with them. It's not that they need us to live, but they feel the difference, I'm sure. And so, where were you born? What mountain, river, sea, or trees were close by? Have you ever gone back, physically or spiritually? The spirits there know you. And where do you live now? And which nature beings are close by now? Have you ever connected with them? Thanked them for being there? It honestly can even make you feel less alone once you have reconnected with tree friends and water friends. I still remember when I was in Plum Village in France, how Tinatan also used to say this, in the beginning when he came to France from Vietnam, how the trees were his sangha, the trees were his community, his group of friends in a way, and how you can really deeply connect with these beings. If all of this is strange to you, even noticing the trees, the water, the mountains, even the weeds that grow through concrete in the city you live in, seeing them, thanking them, can already bring a huge shift. If you are excited to connect deeper with them, you can bring an offering, like a song, flowers, a poem, some natural foods or fruits. You can present yourself, you can say you're sorry, or tell them you love them, and try to connect or communicate with them. Episode 11 in season 1 of How to Sense Energy can help you with this too. And start a relationship with these beings. It has an effect on you and how you feel, and also on your environment. It brings back inner and outer harmony. Thank you for listening. I'm so excited to see you back in the next episode of Under the Baobab Tree podcast. Oh, how I've missed this actually, like connecting with you in this way. If you want to share something about this episode or you have had some interesting experiences, please reach out to me because I would love to hear about it. So, as I said already, this is an episode of season 2. You can always circle back to season 1 if you haven't listened to these episodes yet. As you can see, I've decided to just continue numbering the episodes. So season 1 starts from episode 1 and goes until episode 13. And our season 2, we started with episode 14. You can send this episode to someone you know may enjoy it. And if you feel like helping out today, you can give Under the Baobab Tree podcast a review or 5 stars. It really helps for other people to also find this podcast. And that makes me happy, helps a lot. And for those of you who already follow me for a while through my newsletter, which you can sign up for if you want to, everything is in the show notes. Well, you already have noticed that I'm in a transition with my work and that I've been creating something new. And so I have created a beautiful, very powerful, transformative online experience that we're soon gonna embark on. It will be for multiple weeks. There will be parts that you can do alone online, and there will be group gatherings if you feel like doing those too. And I think the most important thing to share about this experience is that it is made especially for people who have a dream, an idea, a known talent, or a solution or a project that they want to bring into this world, but they're still holding back, or they have some fears that always pop up. Or maybe they've already started, but still they're not really like completely going for it, It's also for people who want to be more themselves, show themselves more, use their voices more, want to express themselves more like in their own truth. It's really to become like rooted within so that you become ready to bring out in this world what you're supposed to bring out. As I said before, now is the time we really need everyone on board. So this is especially for the ones who are ready to go through their fears, to work through their things, to dive deep into themselves so that they're like ready to go for it. If you are interested in this experience, I'm working with a waitlist. People on the waitlist will hear the first about everything. So sign up for the waitlist if you're interested in this experience. And as I said, you can always sign up for my newsletter. Looking forward to see you in the next episode. And say hi to your tree friends, the water beings at your place. Until the next, bye-bye.